Coach, if the basketball team and the hockey team, played each other, which team would you put your money on, assuming that, fighting was not allowed?
Which sport? Yeah.
Could we wear pads? Is the question.
Your rules, you decide.
We will have on tennis shoes. Hockey will have on skates. We probably will win. It'd be fun though if it happened.
Coach, what's key in your basketball team rolling it? Would it be the tough pre-conference schedule and now rolling and just a good time to get rolling in conference play? Is that the tough schedule you had to play non-conference helping in a big way at this point?
I think so. I think putting them on the road early in November like we did really helped us. We didn't like it as a staff, and the players didn't like it because I think we lost 7 games in a row. But I think it helped our mental toughness, helped us to be able to go on the road and be ready when we got in the league play. So, we hadn't lost one on the road yet in league play. So I think that's built up some character in our mental toughness, being able to put them through that early in the year.
Coach, just how big of a game is this Thursday?
Well, we like to not think of it as being a big game. I mean, we tell our guys all the time, as competitors, it's the next game. And I know there's a storyline behind 2 teams coming in the Summit League undefeated. But I know what that storyline is. But we're trying to keep our guys from thinking it's a big game. And every game in our conference play we think is a big game. So try to keep those guys not from getting so high. But they understand how important it is to protect home court.
Coach, specifically, what's the team been doing well the last few weeks to lead to this success?
You know what? I think the key is making shots. Early in the year, we didn't make shots. We defended pretty well. We rebounded pretty well. We just didn't make shots. Now we're making the 3-ball, and we got multiple guys that are doing it, and they're playing with supreme confidence right now. So that's the key. In college basketball, it's still a make-or-miss game. So the teams that make the most shots probably going to fare well.
It's a fun team to watch. What can we do to get the fans out there to see this game at Baxter?
We just got to keep promoting it, and I think winning helps a lot. Maybe we can get a big crowd like hockey get. But we're not there yet, and I understand what that process is. So, but I think tomorrow night we should have a good crowd. I think people are getting excited about what we're doing, and hopefully that'll build to bigger crowds as we continue to play home games. So.
Contesting for first place in the Summit. Is this where you believe this team could be at the start of the season?
I did. I made some comments about us being a good team early in the year before we even got started because I felt like we had all the right pieces in the right place. But we didn't have a really good non-conference. So now it all is coming to fruition. As you see, we're playing pretty good basketball right now. We're in a good place. But our staff, we never moved on that. We thought we had all the right pieces, and now they're starting to play like it.
One more quick question, Coach. In hockey, we talk about built from the net out and goaltending and defense, and then going from there. Is that pretty much the philosophy in basketball to get yourself set defensively and then get on the attack yourselves, especially with the shot clock era?
No doubt about it. And I know that's kind of an old school way of thinking, but everything is based on our defense, keeping people out of our paint, and now defending the three-point line. The three-point shot is so important in college basketball. So people are now giving up tough twos and defending the three-point line. So if you can do that, I think you're going to put yourself in position to really, really have a chance to be in basketball games. But you still got to rebound, and, of course, you still got to make shots. But I think it still starts on the defensive end for sure.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks for letting me crash your press conference, man.
No problem.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Take questions for Coach Gabinet.
Coach, you sometimes wish it was legal to set picks in hockey the way it is in basketball. You think that would help a little bit? Maybe do away with the interference call like they really don't have in basketball.
Yeah.
Legal screen.
Yeah, you do see that once in a while in hockey, right? Especially with the 5-man motion now a little bit, and you do see some of those plays be set, and so subtle picks do help you probably both in hockey and in basketball.
Coach, talk about just really taking care of business last weekend against a team that you really needed to do that against.
Yeah, again, I think just like Crutch said a little bit too, I think we just kind of one game at a time. I don't think Miami gets enough credit. I think they're going to win some hockey games. They got to, if you look at their roster, they've got some talent there, and they're right in the games. And it's just, again, one of the things about playing in the NCHC, and you're not facing a weak opponent very often. And so, really impressed with how we played, and it's not like you just can show up and beat those guys. You got to play well, and getting behind in both games and coming back and responding appropriately and getting the wins was really huge. So again, I think they're a better team than their record shows, and but also, as you mentioned, it was nice for us to go in there and take care of business.
Extrapolating that to St. Cloud, Miami scored first both nights. St. Cloud's a team that gets off to a fast start, but you guys were resilient and kept playing through. Is that kind of a message that you tell the team that they're going to need to keep in mind for this weekend too?
Yeah, you know they're coming in here, then they're going to be hungry to play well, and so again, that's really important to start on time and making sure you're prepared appropriately to make sure that you're doing the things right off the bat and not taking time to get into the game. So that's something we've preached just in our pre-scout today, just to be aware of that and to make sure that we're ready to go. As you mentioned, they're a team that comes out of the gate swinging early, and you got to be prepared for that.
Coach Dillon was the defenseman of the
Yeah.
week, and he got 2 goals last weekend. Just talk about his play this season.
Yeah, great weekend for Dylan. Nice to see him step up and have a real big impact on both games there and play well. And I think that's what you're kind of seeing down the stretch here. Just every weekend it seems to be a new player that's, continue to elevate his game and find ways to contribute. And I think that's kind of been our MO for a long time too, just being the best team out there. And by team, it means a lot of different individuals stepping up and playing well. And so really happy for him to get awarded with Defenseman of the Week.
Miles got banged up again this series. Any update on him or Cam?
Yeah, unfortunately, Miles will be doubtful for this weekend here, and Cam hopefully we'll get him back in the lineup potentially here too. So a little bit of a trade-off there, but that's been the story of the year too. Lots of injuries, lots of other guys stepping up and playing well. So, but it'd be nice to get Mitchell back in the lineup potentially this weekend.
Let's talk about playing St. Cloud State again. What did you learn from playing them the first time?
Yeah, you know what? We're a little bit similar in how we play the game and our structure and kind of just different systematically a little bit too. Some similarities there, some differences, but lots of similarities there too. So again, we always know it's going to be a hard fought battle against them. They compete hard, they're disciplined, all those things that good teams, they've been consistently ranked all season long, that good teams do. So we're prepared for them, and it should be a good series.
Coach, analyze Isaiah Norland, someone his play looked like it was certainly his best action so far in a very young career. To use he almost scored, and use a basketball term.
Yeah.
He had good looks, it seemed,
Yeah.
back there in his offensive zone at times.
I think that's a great observation by you. I think he's a guy that can really make things happen offensively. I think when he has the puck on the offensive line, he's a dangerous player with that puck in a positive way. And again, we were just really working on him and challenging him all season long to get that compete level up and to put the work in necessary to be successful at this level. And he's really just growing week to week. And we're trying to get him now multiple games in a row here to keep on his development curve here. But again, I think he's got a chance to be a really, really good player, and he's working towards that now, and it's been fun to watch him develop and continue to grow.
Speaking of defensemen, you've got Gabinet, who's on track to his best season yet. What have you seen from him over the last couple of years that has made him continue to excel?
Yeah, again, I think he's a big-time worker. Just subtly, he really competes hard in practice every day, and he puts the work in necessary to be good come the weekend time. And I think he's just had a really great season. I think from day one, he's been not only doing well offensively, but defending hard, being very competitive out there, eating some big minutes for us there, and just continue to develop. So he's been a staple for us back there, and just continues to develop and scored some key goals at key times. And he's playing that top role now, and he's doing a great job at it.
As a player, he had all nice things to say. But you're on track for your best point production through your career here at UNO. What do you attribute that to?
I think a lot of that has to do with growing and opportunities. I mean, coming in as a freshman, I had some stuff to learn, and I got to get better, get stronger. So I think I did my part on this side, and then opportunities also came along the way. So I think this year I'm playing a little bigger role, and yeah, it's been nice to see some results along the way for sure.
Jacob, with so many new players on the team this season, playing better as each game goes along?
Oh yeah, for sure. I've been talking to a couple of returners actually about that, and kind of similar to last year where we hit a good stretch about the same around that time of the year. So yeah, I mean, couple of travels, the guys are getting closer together. The new guys are getting like in the mix, and yeah, I mean, we've been playing some great hockey lately, so for sure.
Do you guys look at the standings at all? Because UNO's pushing toward first place.
I'll be lying if I'd say no, but I try not to. I mean, for sure we're up there, and it's nice because obviously we want to play at home for playoffs, but now we also got the chance to maybe win the Penrose, so that's always something cool.
You've really worked on blocking shots this year, and you've got two stellar goaltenders behind you. What, as a defenseman, do you see as your role in helping them be successful?
Yeah, I mean, it's so fun going into every game with those goalies. We know we have a chance right away, and yeah, I mean, most of the times I actually don't try to block it because they're so good. I just want them to see the puck. That's something that Pete Aubry actually came up with, and it's been working pretty well for our team. Try to, they're so good, and they're better at us to block shots, so try to get out of the way, maybe get the rebound or get in the passing lane and let them have it.
It seems obvious on the power play when you're set up in the other team's end of the ice, Jacob, you and a similar situation with Griffin. Do you feel those forwards really spending a lot of time certainly giving you two a lot of attention? At that point, you just look to try and go to the middle or even down low on the power play?
Yeah, I feel like as the years are, as we've been playing, I think the penalty kill is being more and more aggressive every year. I think it's something that's involved in hockey in general, and yeah, guys are pressuring a lot up top, and that opens up the low plays. And I mean, when we're able to get a shot through though, like we saw on Brem's goal this weekend, if we're able to get it through, usually there's going to be a rebound, and we're going to have some numbers at the net. So that's been good for us.
Let's talk about playing St. Cloud State again this weekend. Did you learn anything from playing them the first time?
Yeah, I mean, it's for sure. I think it's fun to play St. Cloud. They have a good team this year for sure. They're in a tough stretch right now, but they're gonna come out hard. And it was a good weekend back there on the Olympic ice. It's gonna be a little different, but we had a blast playing them, and I'm excited for sure.
Do you see a lot of momentum coming out of that sweep of Miami? You guys feeling confident and ready to go?
Yeah, I mean, even going to Miami, we just swept Colorado College, which was good too. So yeah, we have plenty of confidence right now, and we're just gonna try to keep winning some hockey games.
Anything else? All right, thanks.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you.